Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, how are you? I hope you all are well. Okay, let me to introduce myself. My name is Hana Afifah. You can call me Hana. I'm a college student of Sekolah Tinggi Ilmu Kesehatan Sambas. This is my English assignment. Okay, in this video, I will explain about what I learned in English Part 2. First, I learned about how to learn English. I have some tips how to learn English. Okay, part 1, improving your spoken English. Number 1, attend an English class or discussion group. Another great way to incorporate some extra English conversation into your weekly routine is to sign up for a class of discussion group. Number 2, speak a little English every day. The absolute best way to learn any new language is just to speak it. It doesn't matter if you only know 5 English words or if you are practically fluent. Speaking English with another person is the fastest, most effective method of improving. Number 3, work on your pronunciation. Even if you have an acceptable grasp of the English language with good grammar and an extensive vocabulary, native English speakers may find you very difficult to understand if you don't work on your pronunciation. Okay, number 4, expand your vocabulary and use idiomatic phrases. The wider your vocabulary and the more English phrase you learn, the easier speaking English will become. Number 5, carry a dictionary. Carrying an English dictionary with you at all times, or whether it's an actual book or a phone app, can be very useful. Having a dictionary means that you will never be stuck for a word. It can save you a lot of embarrassment if you are having a conversation with an English speaker and forget a word in the middle of the sentence. All you have to do is take a second to look it up. Part 2, improving your writing, reading, and listening skills. Okay, number 1, listen to English radio or podcasts. One of the best ways to improve your English listening comprehension is to download English language podcasts or radio apps on your phone or MP3 player. 2, watch English movies and TV shows. Another fun way to improve your listening comprehension is to watch English movies and TV shows. 3, read an English book, newspaper, or magazine. Reading is an essential part of learning a new language, so don't forget to practice. 4, keep a diary in English. Aside from reading and listening comprehension, you should also spend some time improving your written English skills. 5, find an English-speaking pen pal. Once your writing language skills have improved, you could consider getting an English-speaking pen pal. Okay, part 3, committing to your new language. Number 1, stay motivated. When learning any new language, it is important to stay motivated and never give up on your goal of fluency. Okay, number 2, practice every day. If you want to gain fluency quickly, you need to commit to practicing every day. Number 3, train yourself to think in English. One way to make the transition from being very good at English to being fluent is to train your brain to actually think in the English language. 4, make friends with English speakers. One of the greatest tests of a person's fluency in a second language is to put them in a room with a bunch of native speakers and see if they can follow and contribute to the conversation. Number 5. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The biggest obstacle that stands in the way of learning a new language is the fear of making mistakes. Okay, next. Second, I learned about TOEFL. Okay, how to prepare for the TOEFL test. Okay, number 1, get to know the format of the TOEFL test. If you want to take the TOEFL, it is very important to first get familiar with the TOEFL format. Understand the TOEFL content no matter which format you take. The TOEFL always has 3 parts: reading, listening, and writing. The internet-based TOEFL also includes a speaking section. The internet-based test looks like this. Reading section 60 until 80 minutes. Listening section 60 until 90 minutes. Short breaks 10 minutes. Speaking section 20 minutes. Writing section 50 minutes. The paper-based test looks like this. Listening section 30 until 40 minutes. Writing section 25 minutes. Reading section 55 minutes. TWE test 30 minutes. Number 2, now why you are taking the TOEFL test. More than 9,000 colleges, universities, agencies, and institutions accept and require the TOEFL test in over 130 countries. To be well prepared, it's important to know your reason for taking the test. For example, you might be taking the test to find out your level of English with an official exam, to apply to a university for a course or job, and for your immigration requirement. Make sure you know why you are taking the TOEFL. Then, you can use this information to help you better focus your study time. For example, if you're taking the test for a job where you will be talking on the phone a lot, it will be important to do well on the speaking and listening parts. 3. Have a minimum score in mind. Different goals require different minimum scores. First, be sure you know the minimum score you will need to reach your goal. Then, choose what score you like to get. This is your ideal score. For example, if I want to get into Arizona State University, the minimum score is 500. My ideal score might be higher, so 530. 4. Create 3 ideal study space. A good study environment is important to achieve the score you want. Use these tips to create your own study space. Find your top 3 ideal study location. It may be your room, the library, a cafe, your office, your living room, or anywhere else. Create a quiet zone. Keep your study space clean and organized. Schedule your breaks, snack, and meal times, and clear your mind. Okay, next. Number 5. Get a study guide. Here's an official study guide that can be helpful. Read the explanation of the test and study tips carefully. Get familiar with each section before starting with any exercise or practice test. When starting, you can take a practice test just to give you an idea of your current abilities. When doing the exercise in a TOEFL study guide like this, here are some tips for the various sections. Reading. Underline the main ideas and take notes on the side of the book or on a piece of paper. Check your answers afterwards and review your errors. If you need to, you can use your dictionary during practice exercise. Okay, next, listening. Write down notes while you are listening to help you remember details. Don't write down full sentence, just write down the most important ideas. Writing. Think about the topic first and then write down your ideas. Create an outline including an introduction, your main points, and a conclusion. Start writing once you have an outline. When finished, read it again and correct your mistakes. Number 6, get support from a teacher or peer. You don't have to do this alone. You can get support from peers or other students and teachers. Number 7, practice reading non-technical English. The TOEFL test reading section, you will read some passage and answer questions related to them. The topics are all in non-technical English that everyone can understand. Here are some ways to prepare. Okay, read for 30 minutes every day. Ask yourself questions and improve your vocabulary. Number 8, practice listening to English with your learning goal in mind. In the listening section, you will hear different people speaking, both in monologues or one person speaking alone and dialogues or two or more people conversing. You will then answer questions based on what you have heard. Use these tips to prepare. Always listen with a learning goal in mind and listen to English speakers as much as possible. Number 9, practice time writing before the test. To prepare for the writing section, practice time writing. During the real exam, you will have 50 minutes for 2 essays. This gives you 25 minutes for each topic, including review. When practicing writing about a specific topic, time yourself. First, choose a topic and then set a timer for 20 or 25 minutes. Wait for about 15 until 20 minutes, then leave 5 minutes for review and correction. Okay, number 10, practice speaking English alone and with others. The speaking section of the TOEFL is broken down into small tasks. It may feel strange to speak to a computer, but don't worry about it. To prepare, you will want to speak both alone and with others. Number 11, use active and passive learning strategies. There are two different types of learning, active and passive. Make sure you are using both strategies in your study plan. Number 12, take practice tests. If you are preparing for a test, it is only natural to practice taking the test. Measure your progress. Take the practice test from your study guide to measure your progress. Go over your mistakes and practice the areas you are struggling with. After a few weeks, take the same test again. Compare your scores and check for improvements. Create an exam environment. When you take practice tests, pretend you are in a real exam environment. You will want a quiet space and to time your practice test properly. Okay guys, maybe that's all I can explain. I'm sorry if there is a mistake. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.